Enough of that for now. Welcome, guys. Welcome. I found that this week. I just had to share. Yeah, that music was too good. Welcome. As per usual, we're gonna do a lights. We're gonna do a little warm up, and then we'll get to ChatGPT. Okay. Welcome, guys. It's so better now. I just like that music too much. I had to do it. What's up, Daniel? Welcome to the chat, guys. I think, yeah. Right? Okay, we'll get some light in there too. Oh boy, just sit back, relax. We're gonna, ease into this. I'm not a fan of those live streams where, I have to be like spot on the second I go live. Let's listen to music and we'll begin shortly. All right. Don't you worry, I actually have that track on my mix for you. How do you like the new setup? It's a little different. Yeah, you can see my mouse now, my keyboard, almost. Wait. Is that better? Perfect composition. Love this. All right. Yeah, Neo Nomad, good to have you back. What's up, Daniel? All right. So listen. Before we play one more track and have a good time in here. It's very loud for you. Okay. I can dim the music. It was meant to be a little louder for now. Okay, so listen. This is what's going to happen now. Listen. We are doing a ChatGPT live stream again, all right? And what we're going to be doing today, and this is not the official intro. You know how we roll. We kind of chat out a little bit, and then, I'm going to talk as if it was a video. But we're going to do something different today. I'm going to show you something that if you're an advanced user, you probably already know. But wait a minute. You know the concept, okay? You don't know the concrete details. And the concept is workflows. Some people call it sequences. Some people I like to call it workflows. And essentially, this is kind of the deep end of ChatGPT usage. It's the part where you don't just have one good prompt that you use, but you have a series of prompts, okay? And a specific series that is tailored to work together. And what we're gonna be looking at today is the thing that I deal with on a daily basis and that I understand the most with my background in video production. We're gonna be looking at using ChatGPT to craft a YouTube video. And look, this is not gonna be a detailed, I'm actually doing the intro already, I just realized. This is not gonna be a detailed, perfect series of prompts and everything has been like engineered and polished. No, this is going to be more of a raw step-by-step guide on how to use ChatGPT to execute these sequences, these workflows. And for you, I'm going to be doing this for you to understand how to tie things together and how to get better results than you could ever hope for from just one prompt, no matter how good it is. Okay? So a lot of the stuff on the channel we've been talking about it's always how to get a result. It's always how to find use cases. But usually it's just one prompt, right? I think it's time to start diving into the deep end of the pool and talking about some of these use cases that require you to ask multiple questions. Okay, does that make sense? So what we're going to be doing is we're going to pick a topic. I actually want to leave this up to you guys. So I don't know, maybe we can brainstorm something good with chat. And then we're going to go through with that and develop somewhat of a YouTube script from it with a series of 5 prompts that I prepared. That's the deal today. But before we do that, we're going to hang out with chat a little bit. Good to see some familiar faces in here. Good to see you, Remy. Mr. Wannabe, that's new. I like that. I like that name. How about this song? Enough of that music. Hi from New Jersey. Well, guys, as per usual, feel free to drop the country that you're from in chat. Would love to hear. Honestly, it always makes my day when I see how international all of this is. That's amazing. Look at that. Holland. Jazzy music. Damn right. Damn right. Okay, so we're going to slowly but surely get into this, okay? We're going to do a proper intro. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. You could barely hear me. I think it's good now. The level should be good now. Let's see. I think now it should be kind of perfect. Ha, you like that? I think it sounds better. 10, man. Have ChatGPT write the lyrics. We could actually do that, right? And then we could plug it into UberDuck and have Snoop Dogg rap it as we did the first time. Hello from Sweden, man. Poland, Canada, Kansas. Oh, I'm loving this. So good. Okay, all right. So we're gonna begin shortly. Give me another, Texas, USA, Sweden, man. Sweden in the house. We're gonna do this. I've been told if I do these live streams, I'm supposed to I can use ads, right? And look, I don't want to swamp you with ads in the middle of, the prompting. So I'm just gonna do ads now, and I'll see you in a minute, and we'll begin right away, okay? So that's cool. Now to all you YouTube Premium and ad block using fellas, I see you out there. It's all right. It's all right. Anyway, I feel like this is the first time I pressed that ad button, insert ad button. Anyway, Canada, special powers. What's that about? Yeah, so look, before we begin, I want topics from you guys. So if you guys have topics on what to generate the YouTube video script about, this is your time to shine. British Columbia, Canada. Awesome. Neo Nomad, what's an ad? I believe you would know, Neo Nomad. You've been around the block. Can ChatGPT write a script for a whole movie? Let's go. So yeah, basically, it's going to be a little tough, but I'll give you the secret sauce to writing long text, and that is generating an outline first. You want to start with an outline. I have a video coming out soon that talks about writing ebooks with ChatGPT. And in there, we talk about it more depth. So you can look forward to that. We're actually editing multiple videos now. So, yeah. Is India invisible to you? No, sir. Definitely not. I really appreciate my Indian friends that join in here. Did you even send a message? I don't think so. Anyway, shout out to India, man. Denver, Colorado. Oh, I wish I wanna visit so bad. See the nature. I want to go snowboarding in Colorado. That looks epic. Okay, let's get into this. I think we're almost ready. So, good, guys. Let's do this. So I'm gonna just hit record and record. Maybe we can use this for something. Either way, welcome to today's stream. We are live, and we're gonna be talking all things ChatGPT for script writing, for YouTube script writing. And look, this is not another tutorial on how to start a faceless YouTube channel. We're specifically going to be talking how to use not one prompt, but 5 prompts to arrive at a result that is better than what you would get with one. So this session is going to be all about what I call workflows. And some people call this sequences. Some people have other words for this, but it's essentially when you tie multiple prompts together to get a superior result than you would from simply running one prompt, no matter how sophisticated that one is. Okay? And I have to say, this is a part, I've been teasing this, I've been talking about this, but this is the deep end of the pool, of the knowledge pool that is going to be my ChatGPT course. I've been developing this since December. It was kind of like my main goal. I want to get a piece of work out there that takes a person step by step from not even having an account all the way to crafting their own workflows and implementing advanced prompts. And that's what it's going to be doing. There's 8 modules. There's a lot of material. We're developing it. It's gonna be ready in April. More details coming soon. But why I'm saying this is because the workflows are the deep end of that course. They're the advanced part, okay? And here I want to give you a first glimpse at what something like that would look like for all you core followers and viewers. I want to show you what it looks like if you string multiple prompts together. And look, I know many of you already experimented with this and already have their own workflows, but I think there's great value in doing this, and especially in doing this live, as we're gonna do right now. I mean, right here, look at that. Romania, Boston, amazing, just all over the place. India, this is fantastic. Like, we're out here and we're out here together and we're going to do this together. Okay. So my first request would be this. Do you guys have topics? Do you guys have a topic? Because I didn't come into, I have some, backups, but I didn't come into this with a specific topic that we're going to write the script about. Okay. So feel free to send in a topic. And Remy, welcome. Remy and Ralph, new members. Hell yeah. Some awesome profile pictures right there. Ralph, I love, yeah, that's a true memer. Love that. Yeah, the workflow is the deep end of the process. That's exactly right. So do you guys have any topics? I'm open for suggestions. Meanwhile, let's talk about the very first prompt here, okay? And this is all going to be contextual to this channel, okay? Again, this is not like some universal, perfectly polished type of prompt library that I'm about to share here, okay? That's what the course is going to be for. This is more of a raw look at how to do these things and how to develop these things. So even the prompts, they're semi-basic, right? I'm not giving you some 2-paragraph monster that we need to dissect. The first prompt is going to look something like this. And let me just switch to the desktop here by doing this. I believe this does it. Awesome. So I have a new streaming software, so it's good to see that it works. All right. So yeah, this is fantastic. So we have some topics in here. Topics I'd love to see discussed. ChatGPT for turning long-form horizontal video into short-form vertical video. Ooh, you're in luck. Let me tease the fact that prompt number 5 in this workflow of mine is going to be about exactly that, okay? I'm going to be showing you how to turn a YouTube video into... how to turn a YouTube video into short form. But that's prompt number 5, so you'll have to wait for that. Getting started with YouTube as a creator. That's a really good suggestion. I like it. Using ChatGPT as a group team building activity. All right, that's kind of fun. Promoting Men's Day for my church. Interesting. I don't think that one is very relatable to many people. How AI is going to take YouTubers' job. Dude, okay, that's a good remix of Remy's idea here with getting started as a YouTube creator. SEO is dead. I'm using Ecamm Live for the first time. I always used OBS, but I tried 100 variants. It never recorded as well as I wanted to be. Okay, so I'm thinking I really like this YouTube mindset and their YouTube direction. Great minds indeed in here, man. I don't know. Is it either YouTube as a creator or how ChatGPT is going to replace YouTubers? We can have a quick vote, okay? Let's have a quick vote. Let's do a poll. Topic for today's prompts. YouTube as a Actually, you know what, guys? I think I'll just go with Remy's idea here, just because it fits well with the prompts we have preset. Because look at this, okay? So basic setup, right? Look, the most basic of notepads over here, okay? So this is what we're going to be looking at today. And we're just going to copy paste the very first prompt and talk about this, okay? Going to be reading chat meanwhile. And the topic of today's script that we're going to be writing is going to be how to get started on YouTube. It's something I'm familiar with. It's just going to make this easy. By the way, I had my first YouTube channel in... I was 17. So it was my birthday this week, by the way, March 9th. Happy birthday to me, I guess. But that makes it 12 years. I had my first YouTube channel 12 years ago. Can you believe that? It was just screen recordings. I wasn't on camera and I was commentating games. Started with Call of Duty, moved on to Magic the Gathering. That's all I'll say. Anyway, so this is the first prompt, all right? This is the first prompt. So what are some problems beginners have? Okay, and then we add the context, okay? So that's the core part of the prompt, and then we say, when starting a new YouTube channel. So why do we start with this? Let's talk about this step by step. Let's have a sip of tea and let's talk about this. Look, this is not going to be the typical like edited down, rushed video, okay, guys? We're here to learn together, step by step. There's got to be time for tea, right? So why do we start with this? We start with this because we don't want to get it generating right away. We're looking at a blank slate with ChatGPT here, especially now that the history keeps going down recently. Huh? And this blank slate is basically set up to be a helpful assistant. I'm also, these are all things that are going to be in the course, and I just like to sprinkle all that knowledge across the YouTube videos, but I'm just pointing out that, you know, the course is just going to have a structured approach that is a little more detailed. But basically what I teach in the beginning and what I'm going to teach you here is ChatGPT by default is set up to be a helpful assistant. And if you ask a helpful assistant, write me a YouTube script, it will do it. But it will do it at the capabilities level of a helpful assistant. But maybe you don't want to hire a helpful assistant. Maybe you want to hire a professional scriptwriter. Maybe you want to hire somebody who's maybe a movie scriptwriter and you try that approach, whatever it might be. A helpful assistant is a good bet in most cases, but it's usually not ideal, right? So we're going to be talking about how to talk to ChatGPT as if it was a certain persona that is helpful to your cause here. But before we do that, we need to understand the problems, because as we outlined so many times, this thing is only as good as the questions you ask it. And the questions you ask are only as good as your knowledge. Or you get my free ChatGPT resource and you copy paste, I suppose. But yeah, it's only as good as your prompts or your knowledge. And we start with this in this workflow because it provides you some of that knowledge. And especially by focusing on what beginners are struggling with. We're going to have some very basic videos. Guys, if you look at my channel, look, the things that performed the best were the beginner-focused topics, beginner-centric topics. Now, sure, that's because ChatGPT is new and a lot of people consider themselves beginners, right? But it's also important to understand how these people think no matter what you do. Because I'm going to butcher this quote, but somebody once said that professionals are they're just used to getting the basics perfect or something like that. Essentially, what that quote is trying to communicate is that professionals really understand the basics and really understand how things work at an elemental level and do it and do all the basic best practices while they sleep, right? You have to have the basics down. And this is why we're going to start with this prompt and ask for problems that beginners have when starting a new YouTube channel. So this is where the research begins. Thanks, Neon Nomad. I appreciate that. Yes, Remy, it's always a good idea to have ChatGPT respond as an expert. That's what we're going to be talking about next. But first, some research, okay? So it's always good to start your workflows off. Again, remember, we're looking at a sequence. This is prompt number 1, right? This is not write me a YouTube video script in the style of XYZ and then you give the topic and that's it. We're being a little more methodical here. So look, we got some results here, okay? So first of all, it tells you right away. I mean, you could brainstorm this stuff, right? But especially like if you're advanced, brainstorming beginner topics is hard. With ChatGPT, look, the video that does best on my channel is the how do you create an account? How do you run your first prompt, right? There it's kind of obvious. But if you're talking about something complex like YouTube, like what do they have problems with? So here we go. Do they have problems with creating content? And you might already realize this is how we're going to pick our topic, right? The specific topic for the video script that we'll be generating here. So let's see, what's a good one? Consistency. Yeah, sure, we know that, but I think it's a little overrated. Equipment. Okay, yeah, they have problems with equipment. Marketing, competition, analytics, monetization. I don't think this is a beginner problem right there. But I think that we could focus just from experience on, well, creating content is obvious one, and competition. I mean, you need to pick your niche, right? The competition on YouTube is fierce and it can be challenging to stand out from the crowd. Beginners may struggle to differentiate themselves from other channels in their niche. I think this would be nice. If we talk about this, this is relevant to, you know, most people, as everybody has to kind of find their niche in life, and whether it might be their profession or their hobby. You kind of need to find that narrow field that you're good at in order to expand later, right? So let's take competition here. So basically this would be our first prompt, right? So now we could explore it, right? And this is not even a part of my 5 prompt sequence. But I'll just go, give me 10 video ideas for, which one was it? Point number 5. Very simple. Look. And now it's going to expand, right? Just to answer some questions here. My video overlay will be covering my prompt typing. That's a good point, sir. I'm going to put me up here. How about that? I think that's cleaner. Thanks. Thanks to all the birthday wishes. I appreciate that. Okay. So this is like step number 2, right? Now I have some video ideas here that I like, but we forgot something. We forgot that we really want to be looking at the packaging first here. I'll tell you from experience. We want to be looking at the packaging first. So now write video, and actually we're going to do, this is my first tip of the day, emotionally engaging. I found this to work so well because that's the goal. When people say clickbaity, they mean emotionally engaging. Like if you engage either fear or curiosities, probably the strong one, curiosity on YouTube, emotionally engaging titles to go along with those points. You know, I'm talking to it like a human. Is there shorter ways to do this? Yes. Is that going to be better? Not necessarily. So, okay. So without reading all this, because we're lazy, we're going to go down here. We're going to go down here. Put it in the history section. Okay. All right. No worries. We can do that. That's better. So now we have video titles, right? So now you can already see we have a little free prompt sequence here set up, and we're going to go deeper. So I think I'm going to like meander away from my initial plan. The 5 prompts are going to happen. I'm going to show all of them to you. This was the first one I planned for. But essentially, we arrived at video ideas, and we took an unconventional route. Like, realize that. We didn't just go, give me 10 video ideas. We went, what are beginner problems? Now give me 10 video ideas. And now give me titles to go along with that, right? We could totally combine these 2 into one prompt, by the way. You can always do that, no problem. But essentially, we have titles here. So let's see, which one is the catchiest? What do you guys think? So feel free to leave a number in chat. I'm curious to see what you guys think, and then we can move on with that idea. So 1 to 10. Let's see, 1. I tried the most hyped product in my niche. Here's what I really think. Okay. How to create the perfect... So... See, now rewrite them for the YouTube channel building niche. All right, let's do that. It's gonna, because now they're not specific. And they actually should be. So sometimes it messes up, right? Just like humans. Just like I said, you're interacting with a helpful assistant by default. You know, even the best and most helpful assistant makes mistakes sometimes. So let's see. So this is like in the context of YouTube. I tested the latest YouTube growth hacks. Here are the results. Interesting one. How to make a video that goes viral. The ultimate tutorial. The interview with the secrets to the success. These are actually really good. It's really good at writing YouTube titles. This little ChatGPT fella. I took on the YouTube algorithm challenge. Here's what I learned. Okay, why I think most YouTube advice is wrong. Which ones do you guys like? 9. The untold story of my journey to 100K subscribers. The ups and downs. I kind of agree. That's a good one, Ray. That's a good one. Explaining YouTube analytics. Yeah, this one is not so exciting. 2. I also like number 1. I think 1, 2, and 9 are kind of really good. You guys have good taste. What else we got? 4, 2, and 9. Yeah, this one is not so catchy. If they don't know you, they don't care about your struggles, right? But yeah. Okay, interesting. So I think we'll go with this one. We have multiple votes on 4, right? Wait, actually just 1. My bad. But I don't know. There's some good ones here. Yeah, let's do 9. Okay, all right. Let's do 9. The untold story of my journey to 100K subscribers, the ups and downs. It's kind of a journey I'm on here with the content on the channel, so it's appropriate. Okay, let's do 9. So now that we have this topic, what's the next step, okay? Let's look. Okay. So we're going to go with number 9. And here my next one, and we're still in the packaging stage, right? Because it's so important. This is the next prompt. Okay, let's talk about it. How could I repackage the following YouTube video idea to be more emotionally engaging? Yet again, we use this emotionally engaging keyword. Honestly, clickbaity has too much of a negative connotation to it from my testing for it to be like extremely useful in finding ideas. Because, you know, when people say clickbaity, it's kind of like an insult, right? But emotionally engaging is like a positive thing. And yeah, you can strip that. Oh man, 500 Czech crowns from Simon. Baby lemon jumping in our lemon character's arms to hug him. Oh, I just got in my app, I got the word by word description of that emoji. Thanks, man. A warm and friendly digital hug back to you, Simon. I appreciate those Czech crowns. Can hop in the car, you know, spend half an hour driving and I could spend them. That's how close we are. It's good to have you here. I appreciate that. Korony, české korony, yeah. Okay, so back to the content. So how could I repackage the following YouTube video idea to be more emotionally engaging? So this is my prompt to brainstorm ideas. This is a really good one, okay? So this is kind of my next silver bullet here. You can totally repackage ideas that already worked. Okay, so you go in here and we said this one, right? That's kind of a hard topic, but let's go with it. And then let's post it in here. And you know what? We'll just add the quotation marks because I don't like two of these signs in there. So we'll just hit enter. And now it's going to generate 10 more ideas based on this, okay? So we're going to find one that is good. It also gives you the description. Such a great little process. Okay, so look, and I'm going to be recapping over and over again. We started with problems that beginners have, and we got all the way to 10. Okay. Actually, that was just, I just asked for one. Fair enough. I'll just say 10 more. It's a perfect follow-up prompt. 10 more, right? Love that. Who doesn't love that? Okay. So now we have 10 YouTube titles that fit the video idea we want to go with a problem that is, you know, very real for a beginner. So this is really strong already, okay? If we're talking idea generation, little gems like this. How could I repackage the following YouTube video idea to be more emotionally engaging? You could rewrite this as a formula, right? You guys are aware of this by now. I communicated this multiple times. How could I repackage the following, you know, just subject, boom, to be more, and then you could just take this. Look, I'll just, guys, copy this one. I'm gonna post this in chat, okay? This is a really good one, I swear. This is so useful. You can just like brainstorm like nobody else. And I'm sure you guys have your brainstorming tricks, but there's many ways to skin a cat, and this is a good one. So that being said, let's look at the results here, okay? Let's move forward. Journey to 100K in the title. Yeah, good point. We only maintained that in this one. Now, we could add a part to this which says, make sure to maintain the 100K in quotation marks inside the title, and then it would do it, but let's see. So this is all about growth, right? So overcame burnout. Let's actually do that. Let's maintain the more, but now maintain, let's the 100K part of the title. Very simple. Look, I could be more precise in my language, right? I could. We could give a concrete example here too. We could say, so instead of, you know, doing this, like squeeze the 100K in there somehow. But a lot of times, just the easy way gets it done. And if the results fit what you wanted, then you're good. You know, it's just when you run into problems when you should start getting more specific with your language. And yeah, so okay, so that's it right there. We have it, right? The psychological journey to 100K subscribers. Not so catchy. How I grew my YouTube channel to 100K subscribers in just the unexpected challenges of reaching 100K subscribers. What I wish I knew. The moment I hit 100K subscribers, my emotional reaction and what I did next. That's kind of catchy if you have a good thumbnail to go with this. The sacrifices I made to get to 100K subscribers, what it really take? Okay, this one resonated with me because, you know, that's very real. 100K subscribers, a celebration of my journey, the importance of consistency. Yeah, I don't know. I think one of the first ones here is good. I think this one's a winner right here. Honestly. In just, I don't know. Is this channel gonna hit 100K subs? What do you guys think? It might. It's growing well, and that small video is pumping. I don't know. Let's say for this channel, it's been kind of 3 months now. I think the first upload was on the 5th of December from like the current topics. I had like other videos before and other videos before, but and just so let's say, I don't know, 5 months, right? That's still impressive. I mean, look, like this would be the ultimate, right? Just 1 month. Let's do 1 month for demonstration purposes. This is a really dramatic title. Okay, now, so we have our title, okay? Yeah, no worries, Mr. Wannabe. I'm going to include all the prompts I use here in the description. So you can just lean back and relax and watch. They're all going to be in the description, okay? I'm going to go through, copy paste every single one of them after the stream and do that. Okay, so this is a good title, right? Now we have a title. Okay. And here is my prompt to write the script, okay? So let's move forward. Next one. Right there. Write me, it's probably an engaging or a engaging. I have problems with this sometimes, not gonna lie. My English is good, but it's not my native. Anyway, write me an engaging YouTube video script about topic. Make the introduction especially concise and attention grabbing. About, and now we're gonna modify this, right? Script. And then we'll do, here is the title. My bad, so it was an, okay, my initial instinct was, you know, but that's what we have. That's what we have Grammarly for. Okay, so this is good, okay? So this is a good prompt to get you started with writing scripts. Especially this part, make the introduction especially concise. We can actually do exceptionally. This is nice. And see right there, another tip. Grammarly is a good extension, even for prompt writing. Exceptionally concise and attention grabbing. Here is the title. But as we talked about before, there's another thing that I would like you to consider. Where do we do this? Right here. There's another thing we have to consider, okay? So by default, ChatGPT is a helpful assistant, okay? This is important to know. Because every time you just don't give it a specific role, it's just going to be a helpful assistant, which again can be great. But here we maybe want to go deeper. Maybe we would want, who would you want to write your script? I don't know, Mr. Beast himself? Well, guess what? ChatGPT has been trained on the corpus of his work, a lot of it. So why not just ask for that? Why not just ask for that? Look at that. Let's go back to the screen. And why not just go, you are Mr. Beast, a YouTube expert that has watched every single YouTube video out there. You specialize in writing engaging video scripts, and I'm just weighing this, okay? But just so you understand the underlying concept here. Video script. And you optimize every video for maximum engagement. Write me and then you say, write me an engaging YouTube video script. Make the introduction exceptionally concise and attention grabbing. Here's the title. So what we did here. Okay, we can, yeah. Okay, Mr. Beast. You are Mr. Beast, a YouTube expert that has watched every single YouTube video out there and analyzed. You specialize in writing engaging video scripts and optimize every video for maximum engagement. So here we gave it a role. It's not a helpful assistant anymore. It's Mr. Beast, okay? You are Mr. Beast. And then write me an engaging YouTube video script, make the introduction. Okay, so we have everything. We have the title that we arrived at through our previous prompts, and now we can bring it all together. We gave it the role, we told it what to do, and we gave it the concrete title. Now it's time to hit enter. And look at that. Okay, it writes it writes it in the name of Mr. Beast, but you know, we could totally go in and say, okay, instead of so this wrote me the title, okay? The intro. This wrote me the introduction. Now I could ask it to write the full thing, but let's look at this. Let's look at the output and let's analyze if it followed my directions. Okay. Hello, my fellow YouTubers. My name is Mr. Beast, and today I want to share with you the exact steps I took to grow my channel to 100K subscribers in just 1 month. Okay, that's... if he made a video like this, that would be catchy. But yes, you heard that right. 100K subscribers in just 30 days. It may sound impossible, but I promise you, it's not. And in this video, I'm going to show you how you can do it too. Now, before I dive into the details, okay, so this is really good. And look at this. It does engagement tactics here. Before I dive into the details, let me tell you a little bit about my own journey. When I first started my channel, I struggled to get any viewers. It goes into like an emotionally engaging story. And this is the power of emotionally engaging, right? If it was just for a helpful assistant to write your script, she would go ahead and she would do it. But she would not include a personal story about how she struggled, right? And after years of trial and error, I finally cracked the code and discovered the exact strategies that can take your channel from 0 to 100K subscribers in record time. She would not have included this part. This is what I wanted to communicate here. Like really, this is really important. We said make it emotionally engaging, and she starts with a story, okay? You could also ask for a storyteller, but this works really well. So just, you know, maximum engagement, engaging, introduction, exceptionally concise and attention grabbing. So it is very concise. It is very concise and attention grabbing. So and let's see the ending here. So if you're ready to take your channel to the next level and achieve the same level of success that I did, then buckle up and get ready to learn some game-changing strategies. Let's dive in. Now write the rest of the script, right? And now it should write the steps. Perfect. Perfect. So what do you guys think of that? I think there's some good stuff in there, huh? Honestly, like, you probably know about the personas, but did you ever think about tying the personas to, you know, oh, my bad, to, and then pointing its attention at a specific part of the script? And not just that, this part, which is also critical, right? This is so important to get right, because you can have the best prompt if like, this last part is just mediocre. The whole script is going to be mediocre if your initial idea is not great. So I showed you how to arrive at that idea by focusing on beginners' problems, right? Just really going down to the basics. And the beautiful thing about targeting beginners, and by the way, this is also why the course is going to be named ChatGPT for Beginners. It's because the advanced people also have a need to get the basics right. Yes, there's going to be advanced chapter. Yes, there's going to be workflows. All that is super relevant to the super advanced people. But you really have to understand the basics. And one of those basics is, just like I said, ChatGPT by default is set up to be a helpful assistant. They never tell you this. I don't feel like anybody ever tells you this, really. But it is. If you look at it, it's very neutral, it's very friendly, it's very helpful. But this is certainly a different style. And ChatGPT doesn't come in with these stories to engage people, right? We kind of have to prompt it. And again, you'll have all the prompts in the description. But let's look at the rest of the script. So you have a mid-exam tomorrow. I'm from India. Well, hopefully some of these prompts are going to help you out. They just might to learn. I mean, you could, I don't know, tomorrow is kind of a tight deadline, you know? The latest jailbreak. You guys really love the jailbreak, huh? I heard there's a new one again. I don't know it by heart, but usually if you go to the Reddit thread, that is linked under my jailbreak stream. Usually you can find the newest one in there. I haven't checked it in like a week or two now, though, I have to admit. Okay, so it gives you the steps, right? We're not going to dive too deep into this, but step 1, research and planning. So the thing you need to do is research and plan your content strategy. All right, so it gives you those concrete steps. And then a conclusion, growing your channel to 100K subscribers is just 1 month. In just 1 month is not so easy, but it's definitely possible. By following these steps, blah, 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 that drives growth and engagement on your channel. Okay, so this is a good starting point, right? But what if we're like, this style, I don't know about this style. Write me the introduction in more of a conversational and casual way. Okay, so that's 2 keywords that I also like to use, conversational and casual. Look at what you get here. Hey guys, what's up? Right? It's like talking to a person. So this is a really good one. Another one that I didn't plan for, but I just had to put in here. Yeah, so it's Mr. Beast here, and I'm excited to share with you guys how I grew my channel to 100K subscribers in just 1 month. Yep, you heard that right. 100K subscribers in just 30 days. So this is like really how you would talk to a person, right? You kind of account for the fact that they probably had an emotional reaction. You're like, whoa, really? Yep, you heard that right. You know, it kind of respects the conversation. And in the video, I'm going to break down the exact steps that I took so that you can apply them to your own channel and achieve the same level of success. Trust me, it's not so easy, but it's definitely possible. Okay, so this is, we could always alter the style. I just wanted to you know, put this in. Eloquent, that's a good one too. That's a good one too. Let's try that, Neo Nomad. Write the intro in more of a eloquent. And it should be noted that more of, it nudges it in that direction. It doesn't go fully there. It makes it a little more subtle from my experience. If you go with, now rewrite the intro in an eloquent style, it's just gonna... Greetings and salutations, my esteemed colleagues and fellow content creators. It is with great pleasure that I present to you today an insightful discourse on the art of channel growth. Yeah, this is nice. This is kind of, what is that guy called? Meme Man? Is that, wait, somebody, there's Meme Man, right? It's like, I think, yeah, this is Meme Man. And this is how he talks, I suppose. This is Meme Man. I implore you to lend me your attentive ears and join me in this illuminating journey towards success. All right, so that's a good one. A little eloquent script writing right there. But let's move on with the program here. So let's go ahead and be like, this is my next follow-up prompt that I want to show you guys, okay? This is like number 3 on my list here. Wait. No, number 4. Yes. And there's one more. This is number 4. So we have the idea, we have the script, and let's say we rewrote it and we're happy with it right now, okay? Sure, I could go in here and, you know, be detail-oriented and be like, oh, maybe like step 4, rewrite it, or like write the whole thing in a conversational tone. I assume that if I show you these things, you guys are going to be able to play around with it, right? If you go ahead and you could ask for it to rewrite it in a conversational and casual way, simply put, right? And then you have something more usable, something more speakable. So let's say we have that, but now I really want to go to the next phase. And that is, okay, so we came up with ideas that are relevant for beginners, right? Not just that, but then we also went ahead and we generated a bunch of similar ideas to that. We picked one and then we went similar ideas. Then we generated titles from that, right? And then with the title, if you remember correctly, we went in and we used this prompt to write, okay? So we picked the title we liked and then we wrote the script, okay? It gave us the intro. Now we said write the rest of the script, not just the intro. It misunderstood us slightly there, no problem. I could have been more precise in here probably. Then it wrote the whole script. Then we said, okay, rewrite it in a different style. But now we're at a point where we kind of have something usable, right? And this is where most people quit. And I don't think it's correct to quit. We're talking about workflows today, okay? And a workflow is just a more experienced and seasoned way of approaching a problem in ChatGPT. That's what it is. It's a little bit of a weird definition, and I just came up with that on the spot, but that's what it really is. It's when you did this 20 times, you're gonna realize, ooh, maybe I forgot to ask some questions. And that's what these workflows are for. They're gonna show you the right questions that you can ask. And this is another one of those, okay? So check it out. Describe the emotions a customer feels after watching the above. Change this to viewer. After watching the above script or above video on YouTube. With this little prompt, you're gonna get instant feedback. And you're gonna get instant feedback on the emotional response your script generates with the audience, okay? So we didn't just start with informed ideas that start with the customer. What problems the beginners have, right, was our first prompt. But we also rounded out here by not just producing a script, but by asking, okay, now we have a script, what emotional responses would people have to that script? So this is really, it's super, like the way I think about crafting YouTube videos is it's super viewer centric. We start by asking and finding out what problems they have, and we end by asking, okay, what we came up with, what emotions would people feel once they consume that? Because at the end of the day, you just gotta satisfy your viewers' emotions. If you do that correctly, you know, they'll be happy. They'll be happy. But first, for you to do that, for you to be emotionally engaging, which is kind of the end goal, as we stated before, you need to understand what they feel. For you to be able to engage their emotions, you need to understand the emotions. Makes sense, right? And this is how we do it. So let's have a look at what it came up with here. After watching the above video, a viewer would likely feel motivated, inspired, and equipped with a solid understanding of the strategies and techniques required to grow their own YouTube channel to 100K subscribers. They would feel empowered by the knowledge and insight provided by Mr. Beast, and would likely feel a renewed sense of enthusiasm and determination to put these strategies into practice. Okay, so this is really useful. Look, primarily, they feel motivated, inspired, and equipped with a solid understanding. So they would feel motivated, they would feel good, right? Inspired by the story. We're not playing on like curiosity here, right? That's what we play with in the title and the thumbnail part, right? But here it's really more driven by inspiration and motivation. Okay, so that's good to know. And maybe that's not the goal, you know? Maybe that's not the goal of the script. Maybe we want to keep them a little more curious. Maybe we want to build in a B story that captures the attention in the beginning and then they get the result in the end, right? But even if we want that, like this helps us realize it. Just by me talking about this and thinking about this out loud, I think this really helps. Because now we realize that there's no curiosity, there's no mystery, there's no motivation to watch it, right? Like, sure, they're going to be motivated and inspired, but what if they're not looking to do this and they're just watching for entertainment? Well, maybe we should alter the script. And now you could go back and you could be like, all right, so can we make this script more... Can we rewrite it so it captures the viewer's imagination more? Or can we rewrite it for it to include a B story that focuses on fears related to growing a YouTube channel? And then you could tap into the fears of the people, right? And you could make it more interesting. But only by running a prompt like this, are you gonna like, either by really thinking about it and having a lot of experience, or with a prompt like this, you're gonna understand what emotions this activates, okay? So furthermore, the viewer would feel a sense of trust and credibility. Of course, overall, the viewer would feel uplifted and energized. Do you guys understand what I'm saying here? Like, you gotta understand the emotional response you're gonna get if you're creating content. You can just go out there and be like, hey, what's up, guys? This is, you know, like, I have a new keyboard and it's a great keyboard and, you know, it has buttons and it's nice. They sound good, you know, and like, it sounds really good. Yes, that's amazing. No, you got to go in with a goal. Like, what are you going to communicate? I'm going to communicate that, you know, this keyboard is better than any keyboard I've ever used. And it's my favorite, which it is. Because of the clickiness and because of the feeling of it and how compact it is. And look how it looks on my table. Isn't that amazing? But there, when I'm doing that, I'm kind of not talking about the features per se. I mentioned them, but it's really about the emotion that drives it. And that's a core thing I wanted to communicate in today's live stream. Like, you got to focus on emotions, on the emotions of the people while you generate ideas and while you craft these scripts. Okay, so this was another one, and I want you guys to abuse this. I'm just gonna post this in the chat real quick. Anyway, that was a bit of a rant. That was a bit of a rant, but honestly, super important to do that. All right, so let's move on to the next prompt, and this one has been requested here. This one, I believe in the beginning. Yeah, right here. Daniel requested this one. So how do you go from having a YouTube script to a TikTok script? And look, I'm no TikTok expert, but I've been around the block and I've been creating TikToks since years, mostly for clients. I tried multiple solo accounts. Most of them didn't work. Happy to say the AI Advantage account right now is working quite well. We actually got 2 million views on one video, which is insane. But of course, because it's like a controversial one on how to get around ChatGPT detectors, that one did well. Again, emotionally engaging, right? Like, it got people curious if that actually works, that video. But okay, so the question at hand is, how do we go from a YouTube script to a TikTok script? If that's your jam and you want to do more, okay? Let's see. This right here. I got you there. No, not that. So right here, this is what we're going to use, okay? Rewrite this YouTube script to a 300-word TikTok script. And by the way, it's not great with words, ChatGPT, so it's never going to be exactly 300 words, but it's a good guideline to work with. In an emotionally engaging style, make the first 5 seconds extremely, okay, that's just a typo, controversial and clickbaity. And here, we went with clickbaity because, as I said, clickbaity is stronger than emotionally engaging. I guess that's what it takes on TikTok, okay? So we can totally, good morning, good night, interesting. We could totally go ahead and use this to rewrite our script, okay? So let's delete this part. And then let's take our little script here. And let's not forget the intro, the emotionally engaging intro. Post that above. And guys, honestly, oh, my bad. If you hit Shift and Enter, you can create new spaces without, messing this up. And I just love separating my prompts with this little sign here. It's just so perfect. Okay, so now we have this little prompt and we have the instructions here, right? Hit Enter. We're going to get a TikTok script from this. Hey guys, are you struggling to grow your TikTok following? Do you want to know? Okay, so now it kind of confused it and it thinks we want to grow on TikTok. And that is wrong. That is wrong. What we actually wanted to do is wrong. I'll just tell it. You should have rewritten the YouTube script and let's just run this. I apologize for the misunderstanding. Okay. Is this right? Semicolon. I don't think that makes a difference, doesn't it? And here, I feel like we're a little confused. So this is looking good. I suppose this is a 300-word script. Let's just test it by opening up Microsoft Word. And let's see. This is what I use to count words. Maybe call me primitive, but it just works. So we have 360 words. All right. So that's, as I said, it's never precise, but it's fine. Yeah, you don't even have to mention YouTube for the rewrite. That's true. You could just say rewrite the script. But actually, I think it's good that it takes the context that, you know, this is a YouTube script, especially if it was more conversational. More specific is usually always better. That's all I'll say. But yeah, I think you're right. Okay, so we have 5 steps here. They're super short and concise now. Look at that. Instead of being, you know, this much text for a step, or this much text, or, you know, this much text, they're, you know, less than half. So right here, we have a TikTok script that is emotionally engaging. And let's look at the beginning, because we asked it, you know, to make the beginning especially, where is that? Right here. Make the first 5 seconds extremely controversial and clickbaity. Remember that? We had this in the first prompt. So, did it do it? Let's review. Are you tired of creating TikTok videos with barely any views or followers? Want to know how to get 100K followers in just 1 month? Then buckle up, because I'm about to spill my secrets. Well, that's perfect. That's perfect, isn't it? That's a really good, and that's what I'm saying. This is so powerful, guys. This is so powerful. Make the first 5 seconds extremely controversial and clickbaity. That's so good. Okay, what part about this is controversial? I think the clickbaity part is obvious. Are you tired? Okay, want to know how to get, this is controversial as hell. You know, it's telling them want to know how to get, like, that's super. As if there was like a clear-cut secret. There's not. But one of the secrets is listen to the data. And the second one is don't be afraid to make changes. You gotta, if what you're doing is not getting the numbers, just change and try again. That's what I'd say. And buckle up, because I'm about to spill my secrets. So this is really good. I think this is try write instead of rewrite. I think this worked quite well. I'm actually quite happy with this. So look, we have a conclusion. And look at that. This conclusion is not as controversial and clickbaity as the beginning, right? Right. So this is what I would round this out with, you know? We really started by like finding an idea, by going back to the basics and asking for what beginners have problems with. Then we generated title ideas around that, remember? Oh no, wait. Right there. This man should not have a hotkey with that little intro. It's too funny. Listen, so we went through and we generated ideas, then we iterated on the ideas, right? Then we took the ideas, we wrote a script based on them. Then we actually went with that script and we wrote, we analyzed the script for emotions that people felt. Okay, that's 4 steps. And then in the end, we took the whole thing and we wrote a TikTok script from it. Now you can just go ahead and speak all this, record it straight into the camera, like so. Like it doesn't have to be flawless. Like you read, hey guys, are you struggling to grow on TikTok? And then you read again. Do you want to know the secrets to getting 100K followers in just 1 month? You read again. And you get the gist of that. Then you cut out the air and voila, you have a TikTok. Not bad. So what I want you to focus on here is really the 2 things. You probably knew about the script writing part, right? Maybe you picked up a tip here and there. But go ground up. Start thinking about what the end goal is. The end goal is customers that feel good, viewers that feel good. So start with that. Start with, you know, talking to them directly and asking ChatGPT, like, what are their problems? Begin with that. And once you're done, go back and review what you learned. Go back and ask what emotions would this script, you know, produce in my viewers. And then adjust accordingly. And this is what I would call a quite basic workflow, you know. We generate an idea, we write a script, we get feedback, and then we repurpose it into a TikTok. Perfect. Task achieved. But it's just a little bit more of a calculated approach than just going ahead and being like, oh, write me a script in the style of Mr. Beast, and then you just run it. Sure, you can do that too. But this is just gonna add more layers. And you could do this for style too, right? You could just go ahead and be like, write it in this style, write it in that style, and now combine these two styles. You could set up workflows for pretty much anything. And this was a very particular use case on a particular topic that we picked together. But we're gonna be doing more of these. And the course is really gonna focus on these workflows in the end, because that's what it's all about. It's not just about finding a prompt. It's about finding multiple prompts that work together. And yeah, I did some of that work for you. This was a very rough and unpolished live look at what this would look like. But expect, more precision in the prompts. Expect, honestly, these 5, I picked them from a list of like 40 prompts I use in my production workflows. So expect more details, expect more prompts. And yeah, I'm just really excited because the course is shaping to be the thing that I really wanted to create initially on this channel. But then a lot of that stuff, if you watch these lives, if you hear right now, like you're going to get a lot of that info anyway. And yes, that thing it's going to be a standalone product. The sales page is almost done. It's going to be out soon. And yeah, it's essentially going to be kind of like my masterpiece of everything I know about ChatGPT with some other people that are even smarter. Like when it comes to like crafting prompts, helping me out. And it's just really great already. We're in the middle of like recording and producing it. And yeah, just excited. If you found value in these workflows, leave a like. If you learned anything today, leave a like. If you're here, leave a like. Whatever you do, if you're a human, leave a like. That's a good one. And yeah, that's all I got for today. I hope you guys learned something. Yeah, this is live, Xen. I'm out here. Look at that. We have little sound effects. We have little, AI Igor. I am not artificial intelligence. We have everything. This is all happening live. I hope you guys got value from this. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is pretty much all I got. So, any questions? Are there any questions? It's going to be a whole Mr. Wannabe. It's going to be an entirely separate product. Nothing to do with the ebook. Nothing to do with the members only. It's going to be a standalone thing. Pre-release discount birthday. Dude, I barely even said what's going to be in there. You want a discount already? Come on. No, relax. It's gonna be really good, and it's gonna be worth its money. And we're gonna do a lot of content surrounding it, where I spill a lot of the knowledge. So there's something for everyone. But yeah, thanks for joining me, guys. We have the ability to put your comments up here. This is a new feature of the. Actually, no. What? Let's just hang around for another minute and play a little bit. Spanish flea. Yeah, let's just, let's just hang around for another few minutes. Do you have any other prompts you want me to test or any questions? We can handle those. Otherwise, I'm just going to play with my streaming software here. Let's have some fun. Let's see, because to a PPO speaking avatar. Yeah, 11 Labs. You guys keep talking about 11 Labs. So yeah, that's the best speech to text. Text to speech right now. Yeah, thanks, Daniel. We'll talk. That's a great guide you're putting together there. Yeah. What else do we have here? Let's see. Let's see the streaming software. We can put your comments up here. So, Ralph Clark. Yeah, I can start things in here. That's really cool. Look at that. I love this. I can highlight comments now. This is great. David Shapiro's work? Yeah, most definitely. Yeah. I love it. If you're like deep into all this stuff, and especially into the programming and machine learning side of things, fantastic channel to follow. Music up. Can do. Okay, so what other features we got here? This is pretty cool. Ooh, there's no dislike in the house. Guys, we gotta, hit that like button. The pick like. I like it. Alright, guys. Remy Cole. Good to have you guys here. Any thoughts about GPT-4? That's a good question. I don't know. It kind of, nobody really knows if it's like legit. So hard to comment on that. I know it came like from the German, whatever. I don't want to talk about it. It seems a little too rumorish. Now I know the source is legit, but why would that only come from one source, and why would there be no follow-up? We're just gonna wait and see, right? They said it's gonna come throughout the next week, so that should be in the next few days. Once it comes out, we're gonna be covering it. That's for sure. Okay, so cool. Thank you guys for joining this week's stream. You can't hear my voice. Of course you can hear my voice. No, and it works. Thank you guys for joining this week's stream. I'll see you next Monday. And yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up. Newsletter coming on Thursday. New video coming tomorrow, I guess. And yeah, we'll be doing this every single week. I'll see you in the Discord. Peace out, guys.